Next is example. Example 2. Example 2. It is example 2.25, and 2.4 is very easy. That is about acceleration. I will explain to next. But as I explained to you the difference between distance and displacement, so that's why example 2. Example 2. Sorry, it is example 2.3. Example 2.3 related to your topic of distance and displacement. I am going to read this example. A cyclist completes half round of a circular track. I have drawn the diagram also. It is also solved in your book. A cyclist completes half cycle, half circular track. This is half circular track, not complete circle. The cyclist covers half circular track. Cyclist completes half round of circular track of radius 318 meter. You know, if I have drawn this semicircle, half circular track, this is the center and this is the radius. Radius is the, like, from this distance to this distance. This is the radius 318 meter, and if you want to find radius this side, radius remain the same. From this point O, this is also the radius. From this point O to B, 380, this is also radius. That's why I have written here. So this is the radius of their circular track. It is written in your example. And he covered this round track in how much time? In 1.5 minutes. In 1.5 minutes he covered this distance from starting from point A and reaches to point B in how much time? 1.5 second. And what we have to find? Find the speed and velocity. Find the speed and velocity we have to find. Okay, I have solved this. First of all, you have to write down data. Radius of track is given. We denote the radius by small r, 318 meter, as I also mentioned in the diagram. This is the radius of the track. We denote that radius by small r, and total time he take to cover this distance from A to B is 1.5 minutes. So clearly you have to change this minute into seconds, because you know when we solve the numerical problems, the unit should be in the same system. So unit of time is seconds. So that's why we have to change this minute into seconds. So how we change this? 1 minute, 0.5 minute. Can we do this? 1 minute complete and 0.5 plus 0.5 minutes. And how many seconds in 1 minute? There are 60 seconds. Now if you change this minute into seconds, just multiply this with 60. 0.5 into 60, and that minute change into seconds. I have written here just m minutes. Here is a minute. Okay, now s for second. So when we skip this point, we will write here 1, and in place of 5 we'll write here 0. Now if you simplify, 0 with cancel with this 0, it means here remains 5. When you multiply 5 with 6, the answer is 30. So here is 60 second and here is 30 second. When you add these two, you will get 60 plus 30, 90 second. So now I have converted this whole time which was in minute in seconds, that is 90 seconds. Okay, now you have to find distance and displacement. So clearly I have explained to you what is the displacement in this figure. Recall your concept about displacement. Displacement is the shortest distance. So this is the shortest, is A to B. So this is the displacement A to B. It means if I find this A to B distance, that would be my displacement, shortest displacement. That's why I have drawn here arrow as well. So clearly 318 meter is the radius, and this is also radius. If I double it, then I will get the displacement. So that's why I have multiplied this value with 2. So displacement is equal to 2r, because this is 1 and this is 2. If you can also add these with this 318 plus 318 meter, that will also give you a displacement. So if you just multiply this r value with 2, you will also get again the displacement. Displacement is the shortest distance. So that's why I have multiplied 2 with the radius, and this is my displacement, 660 meter. This is the displacement. And next, the distance. Clearly this is the distance from A to B. I think recall your previous knowledge. This is a semicircle, half circle. And what is the perimeter? What is the formula for perimeter of semicircle? I have written here, perimeter of semicircle, pi r. Perimeter of semicircle is pi r. If I want to find this distance, I use this formula, pi r. pi value is 3.142, it is fixed, and r is 3.18. When I multiply these two values, I will get 999 meter. So it is the distance. It is the distance. Now I have found the distance, I have found the displacement. Now I can easily find the speed and velocity. Clearly, if I want to find the speed, I will use the formula of speed. Distance over time. I have now distance 999 meter, and time is the same, 90 seconds. I will divide this distance by 90, and I will get the answer 11.1 meter per second. So this is my one answer for speed. Now second, you have to find the velocity. Can we find the velocity by dividing the distance? No. To find the velocity, I need displacement. Here is my displacement, 636 meter. Again, I write the value of displacement, 636 meter, and divide with the same value of time, and then I will get 7.70 meter per second. So this is the displacement, and this is the speed. What you have noticed about these two? Look at, this is less, this is larger. So distance is larger and displacement is the shortest. So it means if velocity is the shortest distance and distance is the longer. So in this way your example 2.3 is completed. It is also solved in your book. That's all.